Hello, my name's Nick Jennings. Today, I want to do another comic voice work, but yeah, this one I'm trying to do is practice on the acting aspect of voice acting. I mean, I got a range, but I need to practice the acting department. But here we go. This one's from. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. It's from the Transformers Megatron thing issue. It takes place on the Volume 3 of Revenge of the prior to events of Transformers Volume 3 Revenge of the Decepticons from IDW. Here we go. Another day, another resurrection. When one is reformatted in a way seemingly unique to our race, one never knows the situation into which one wakens. The first thing to do is establish what elements of your previous form you are carried over to your next. Arms, 2, check. Legs, 2, check. Head, 1, check. And a little more. Alright. Thank goodness I didn't get 2 heads. Or no head. Then that'll be a problem. Especially got shot in the head. Anyway, getting back to the subject. Limb-mounted weapon with civilization-threatening levels of destructive capabilities. Check. Hope the safety's on. Hate. Check. Rage. Definitely check right now. So far, so similar. Once enough. Similarities with prior body configurations have been established. You must then again mastery and knowledge of your surroundings. Identify whatever brave new scenario you have been reborn into. How bad can it be? Line of sights my restored recycle optics have been absorbed in there. Thousands of resituations. This one must rank as the most disappointing. I asked for something along the lines of, trying to, what does that one anime that humans like? Oh yeah. Going with more of the Tokyo Ghoul eyes, but, this will do. Though disappointing still. The Decepticons, my legacy! The singular vision of a righteous dominance made Legion, a physical manifestation of my ideologies, tasked with bending all of creation to my will, and this is what has become of them. It falls to me to breathe life into the dying embers of their rage. Good golly, what happened here? I was out for years, but dang! Who was in command? Starscream? Oh wait, he was. I'm going to kill him. My Decepticons! My Decepticons! The day of sorrow and defeated are already behind us. You deserve better than this! Destruction, retribution, horrible, and fate retribution will be visited upon the Autobots. Take up arms and do not stop until your digits ache from squeezing the trigger from your blasters as they empty into the enemy. Revenge shall be your reward. But Megatron! What, Needle Nose? What, Needle Nose? What do you want? My lord, how can I pull trigger when I have no hands? My legacy in this is what's left of them. I know where my tour of the compound will take me, and after what I've just seen, I'm eager to make haste there, but some things cannot be avoided. Megatron. Even in the vacuum of space, on a floating rock, bereft of any air, Shockwaves succeeds in sucking all the atmosphere out of the room. Man, trying to remember, wasn't there an Autobot senator named Shockwave? Then again, there was a Autobot named Prowl as well, not the same Prowl, who changed his name to Dent, I think. Yeah, just coincidence. I must insist that we further test your body's integrate space functionality as soon as possible. You insist? Such a door, Shockwave. We have already put enough its paces. Be proud of your work, or at least simulate the feeling. Yeah, being cold calculative does not always add up, man. My time would be better served ruling out a rogue activation of your body's own localized black hole construction. The space bridge nodes recovered from Metroplex draw upon your own onboard dimensional separators to create the bridge's destructive path. Without regulating the stability, I cannot eliminate the possibility of arriving not on Earth, but on a epicenter of a massive event horizon or some other catastrophic location. But that sounds like exactly what sort of destination you enjoy visiting. He really likes destructive things. Shockwave, the space bridge is full working order, and you have my gratitude for making it so I feel a chill down my spinal strut. The sort of unbidden emotional reaction utterly foreign to Shockwave. If he has assisted in my restoration, then it only becomes it suits him. I do not wish to see anybody's convenience. But for now, I require you to continue repairing the weapon caches for distribution among the fleshlings. Understood? Of course, Megatron. It is my experience that those who extend themselves to disguise their treachery are the ones who must be scrutinized for thoroughly. As I set off down the corridor with Soundwave, that I thought solidifies further. And I have prepared extensive documentation categorizing all procedural missteps, and dereliction of duty of your answers. Silence, Soundwave. Your fruitive findings will be headed in time. Yes, Lord Ranger. One gets the impression that it suits Soundwave to be instrumental in my revival than actually have me back. We reached the final step in my tour of inspection, Soundwave. I wish to be left alone. As you desire. A futile request. One is never left alone by Soundwave. His lavish dedication to the collection of secrets and eradication of privacy ensures that no surface goes unsurveilled. And I have suspicion that molecularly sensitive listening devices will not be required to hear what is to follow, especially if it's who I know who's going to get it. But for the purpose of what's to come, I want it just to be me and him, Starscream. I want the entirety of Starscream's universe to compromise of just the anguish-dampening misery pit he burrowed out of himself and me. Hello, Starscream. Up, you'll not find your dignity down there. I wish to speak with you about our tenure as leader of the Decepticons. Really? Really? Do you like to have a chat about that? 3 years, Starscream. 3 years! You've been the command of the Decepticons. You must be eager to tell me all about it. Why? Why are you doing this? What am I doing? Look, I don't care, alright? I don't care how you want to humiliate me before unleashing whatever creative punishment you got in mind. Punishment? Whatever you want to call it! No, I mean punishment for what? Do you deserve punishment, Starscream? Just do it already! I'm beginning to see what's going on here. This won't be any sport at all. 3 years ago. Yes. 3 years ago, I fell in battle and you assumed command. You did not overthrow me. You saw a gap and you meekly stepped in to fill it. Am I right? Is that how the reign of Starscream began? Ah, yes. That's not all, is it? It's easy to forget your credentials for the job. The Autobot Matrix wrote you a glowing reference. You were commended to the position of by a whimsical ornament, just like an Autobot. This Matrix, Starscream, was it everything we hoped would be all those years we had pursued it? Did planets fall before you as you brandished it? Was victory a mere formality after tilting back and forth under a strong light? Did your followers respect you simply by dint of your prancing around with a tassel to your neck? You of all the treachery you've peddled over the eons, Starscream, a spark-quenching wretched mess of you've made of the leadership is the most affronting. Nothing, neither sneer nor smirk. Do I wonder if running the legacy of the Decepticons into the dirt, Starscream is also succeeded in destroying himself? Your silence is wearing, Starscream. To it falls to me, summarize your achievement. Under your rule, the infrastructure of the Decepticon military bodies lies in tatters, in no functional communication network in operation throughout the force. Our race has been reduced to pilfering scraps of energon from substandard alien sources and jumping through hoops for fuel and shelter amongst the fleshlings. The high command of this once feared army, huddled on an asteroid of no strategic worth, while at their feet their underlings consume and cannibalize each other's parts? I hope it was worth It was everything you wished for, because this is what you get. What it's like when you get what you want. All hail Starscream. You must be very proud. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Oh no. Maybe I should feel ashamed, but I really don't. Even without knowing what had occurred during my absence, I woke in a new body, bedecked with a new and terrible modifications. And the first thing I thought of as my transformation cog found its bite was, I cannot wait to beat the living spark out of Starscream. It was to be a healthy exercise. I could work off my resentment towards him. He could vent his rebellion urges upon me. I would exert my dominions, and we would move on. For one horrible moment, it seemed as if all my needs would go unspent, and that I had to come merely to pick up fight with a phantom. But now he seems keen to give me what I want. Which is wonderful, because my new amateur rig is not a body until its manifolds coupling are dented and dotted with the opponent's fuel, or so the saying goes. Like the new look, Starscream. Repeat, rings have become me, no? What's more, not only is he prepared to give me more satisfaction, he also appears to be nursing some raw emotional wounds. Emotional wounds? Indeed. The weight of the Matrix was utterly worn the sharpened edges of his sigil. Is fighting really this easy, Starscream? Or it must be you've lost your competence? Is that too? In that too? I've vowed never to give Soundwave or Shockwave the thanks they truly deserve. But this new form handled like a dream. As heartening as it is to see the charge in your spark once more, Starscream, it only fair to warn you that your efforts to evade me will fare no better than you attempt at leading the Decepticons. And there it is, the Alkali in the Adventure. He lashes out at any reminder of the hollowness of his achievements, evidence of his self-representation, a signal that he wishes to live, or at least not to die. But stronger still is the impulse within him to be punished. No, not punished. He believes physical trauma will inflict upon him will be respite from the daggers of guilt he hauls himself over. Well, fair be it for me to assist him. There will be other times to devote to the torment of Starscream. Right now, it's imperative I get my house in order. My forces shall be there. As they are, must be snapped to focus from staggering from our next advance on the Autobots. So, it's your tour of your domain, is it? A hollow empty rock for an empty leader. Megatron? Starscream! Enough! Not dead. Good. Whatever you're thinking, Starscream, what did you imagine was going to happen to you when you opened fire on me? Look at me. I am Megatron. If, as I lay in disrepair under your nose, you could not vanquish me. What hope have you now? Hope. Hope took a long walk ago. Long ago. No, this is not you, Starscream. I don't expect a backbone, but I expect viciousness and acidity. Some self-preservation. You really want me to end this, don't you? Ah! It becomes clear that every jibe, he bristles with violence, and every member that his entire life's pursuit was a futile one, and yet, you do deserve to be punished. I rarely like to help others, Starscream. I see it as a character flaw. But in this case, let me be of service. Look at me. You look like him. You move like him. When I strike your ally buckles beneath my blows the way his did. But you are not Starscream. You cannot be. Starscream could talk himself out of anything. You could have even talked yourself into this beat. As pathetic as he was, you're a mere cocktail of what I expected. Every blow I bring down upon you comes upon a place of pity, you wretch. What a mess. Should we stop him? If you do, I'll teleport my fist inside your abdomen and wave. Talk, Megatron? You want me to talk? Or do you want me to apologize? To beg for my life? For forgiveness, is that it? Is it my forgiveness you seek? Is it me who you let down? You don't understand! I don't even know if I want you to understand! Understand what, Starscream? What it was like to... I had it all. I had everything. I had desired. I couldn't make them obey me. Not through respect, not through fear. All my plans, all I envisioned, trickling through my fingers. And what use is it saying all this to you now? You don't care. I know that. But you don't even begin to understand. How could almighty Megatron, when you were never had anything, you dreamt crumble before your eyes? I free slaves. I implant ideology. I built them. I liberate cities. I toppled worlds. It takes eons. Then I slumbered for 3 tiny years, and when I wake up, this is all that is left. I say it again. I have no idea what it's like to see a lifetime of work destroyed and made mockery of. You and I have one thing in common. The person responsible for leaving both of our lives tattered is you. Here's why I keep you around, Starscream. You are a competent warrior whose bullying and intimidation keep those below you in check. Your venomous aspirations define you as a model Decepticon, the type of deviant that will ensure our ultimate victory. But it is the thought of you in charge that keeps me alert. You see, leadership is not something I fear losing. It is something I dread you gained. In the moment when my all-consuming destiny lies ahead of me, you remind me of the need to watch my back. And that is your importance to me, Starscream. But that is in the past. So let it be known that our resources were not critical, and our numbers not decimated, and our troops not outgunned. I would atomize you! I almost mean it. Do not thank me. It is your own incompetence and poor judgment that saved you this day, Starscream. Instead, repay me. This all-consuming self-hatred, use it. Tired of the bone-deep chill losing Starscream? Then stand with me. For it has never been a better time to be a Decepticon. Yes, Lord Galvatron. You hear me, my Decepticons! Vengeance will be ours! You have no energon. Let hate be your fuel. Too long have we justicized by the Autobots. How arrogant, how small of them, not to recognize that oppression does to warriors like you and me. Have they forgot that it's from beneath their boot that we rose in the first place? Rhetoric, check. Sound of fury, check. The time of recrimination is over. You are needed, all of you, no matter how injured or infirm you may be. Blinded, let your anger light your way. Crippled, your bitterness will carry you to victory. Diseased, hate will cure you. Scattered, no longer. We come together, Decepticons, branded, bonded, with retribution and vengeance for all! All hail Megatron! Blind obedience of my troops, check. Ingenious disruption of planet Earth and ultimate vindication against the Autobots in motive, check. Emotion, check. Soundwave lurks, check. Soundwave plots, check. Starscream lives scheme again, check. The Decepticons. 1,000,000 years to create them, 1,000 days to destroy them. 100 words to rebuild them, everything as it should be. Truly, the only difference between this resurrection and all the others is that this time, I will not fail. Yeah, this is my attempt at doing acting a bit to it. I put a little bit more comedic parts during the whole Shockwave arc, but took it more seriously once we hit this part. Now, this is back when Megatron was a Decepticon. Now he's an Autobot in the IDW comics. So, yeah, what I did was, like, the past. But yeah, I like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Nick Jennings, signing off.